Hello and welcome to a guided meditation session. My name is Dr. Anthony Pascucci. I'm the resident here at Hawthorne Holistic Health. My thank you to Dr. Chmielewski and Dr. Robinson for giving me this opportunity to do the guided meditation with you. And whether you're joining us live or watching a recording, I thank you for tuning in tonight. So let's begin by making sure that we have a good seated posture. You can be seated on the floor, in a chair, however you're comfortable. You can even lie down for this if you wish. But if you're sitting, here's some of my recommendations. I always recommend to have a nice upright straight back with a nice arch to the back and opening up the shoulders and the chest. Think of your ears as being above your shoulders. And think of the dimple in your chin bone as being above your pubic bone. These structures line up. So often during the day we're collapsed down, being at the computer or whatnot. Try to open up. Okay. And we're going to begin by just starting to find your breath. Start to breathe in through the nose, ideally, if you can. Hold for as long as you can comfortably, and then naturally, with your own rhythm, exhale, ideally out through the mouth. Forcefully and with intention. The exhale is where we have a lot of control over our breath. And again, hold for as long as you comfortably can. And find your own rhythm. In through the nose. Holding. When you're ready, out through the mouth. And if you want, you can close your eyes. Or if you wish to keep your eyes open, find a spot in your field of vision ahead of you where you can have a gentle gaze. Just let your eyes relax. But again, it's going to be most relaxing if you go ahead and close the eyes. And continue to breathe in through the nose. Holding. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Holding. Out through the mouth. And you want to make sure you're breathing down into your belly, not just shallow into the lungs, but fill up your belly down to your belly button. Allowing the air to come down through the diaphragm, allowing the core to relax and your belly to fill with air. Hold the air in and out through the mouth. Just go ahead and continue at your own pace. And as you want, as it's comfortable, try to prolong how long you're holding the air in for. For example, if we breathe in, each time you can try to hold the breath a little longer each time before we exhale. And make your exhales longer and longer each time as it's comfortable too. In, hold, out. And each time you breathe in, you can picture healing, cleaning energy coming in with the breath. Like a brilliant white light that starts coming in through the nose and works its way as we breathe down through the lungs, through the heart, through the diaphragm, down through the belly. down through our roots, down through our legs, all the way down to our feet. Try to picture that healing energy going all the way down through your body. Just continue to breathe at your own pace. And with your breath, we're controlling a lot right now. The body responds very powerfully to the breath. We're slowing down our heart rate, our breathing rate. We're bringing a sense of calm. We're engaging the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest mode. Meditation is really wonderful to do in the morning to start your day, to bring yourself a calm, collected focus. But then it's really wonderful to do before meals even, because we are shifting into that rest and digest mode. This is really great to do before we eat a big dinner, for example. It's going to help us digest it. And we're taking that time to slow down too, because too often we're in a hurry, and that's not ideal for digestion. So great to do before we eat, and then obviously very good to do before bedtime. Becoming aware of our breath, starting to slow down, unwind. Again, holding longer and longer each time before we exhale. Again, each time try to exhale for longer with more intention and force. And when you're breathing out, picture all that healing light and energy had come in. And now when we breathe out, we're blowing out all the toxins, all the stress, all the tension, anything that we were holding on to, anything that wasn't serving us, anything we wish to let go of and say goodbye and release from the body. And we can start to do body scan as we breathe in. Picture that healing energy and oxygen going. First, we'll start at the crown of the head, the forehead, around the eyes, any tension in any of those muscles around the eyes, the eyelids, around the nose. Hold, breathe out at your own rhythm. When we breathe in again, the air, the healing vital force now coming into our jaw. You can take a moment to open and close the jaw. You can even massage the sides of the jaw here, these muscles that help us chew. Open and close. Relax those muscles. They often get very tense. We often, without even knowing it, clench or grind. So just take a moment to release any tension in the jaw. Continue to work down with our body scan. Continuing to breathe. Now release any tension in the neck. You can massage the back of the neck, where the back of the neck meets the bottom of our skull. We so often carry so much tension here. This is responsible for a lot of headaches we get, especially tension headaches. You can roll out the neck slowly and gently. And if you're going in one direction, before you reverse, come to a stop and just pause in a neutral position. Then you can reverse and go the other way, slowly and gently, not beyond what's comfortable. Continuing to breathe at your own rhythm, breathing in that healing vital force, or as we call it, the vis, the chi. Breathing out any toxins and stress and tension and negative energy. We'll continue our body scan down. The muscles around the throat, the thyroid, these front cervical muscles that connect down to the sternum. And now bringing the attention to the areas of the shoulders, the chest, the ribs. You can roll out the shoulders slowly and gently, each way. Pause before changing. You can roll the shoulders the other way. Continuing to breathe at your own rhythm, at your own pace. Open the shoulders, open the chest. Think of a string attached to the crown of your head, pulling you up from the crown of your head, and the chest rising as that string is pulling you up from the crown of your head. Continuing to breathe deeply, now bringing our attention further down to the diaphragm, to the stomach, releasing any tension in the abdomen, anything we're holding on to there. Continuing to breathe, now relaxing further down, bringing our awareness and bringing our breath to the hips, to the waist, to our sits bones, to our legs, our calves, our knees, our ankles, our toes even. Picture the oxygen going all the way down through our legs, our knees. If you want, you can stretch out your legs. You can just gently flex and straighten the legs. Continuing to breathe. And know that when you're breathing in this manner, really controlling the breath and really directing the breath and breathing in and out deeply, we're delivering a lot of nutrients and oxygen and healing force with the breath. So when we direct it down to our knees, to our ankles, we're bringing a lot of nutrients and blood flow to those areas, which so often cramp on us or perhaps are sore. You have joint pain there, there's clicking or popping. Picture the air, our breath, the vital force, making it to those joints, bringing healing energy to those joints. To our toes, you can wiggle out the toes. Good. Great. And we'll just take a couple moments to breathe. Holding. Exhaling. And holding. Finding any areas as you scan the body from head to toe where you're holding any tension still. Perhaps for some of us, it's in the temple region. Perhaps for some of us, it's above the eyes. Others in the jaw, in the back of the head, the back of the neck. These muscles here, the trapezius muscles. Wherever that tension is, bring awareness to it, bring your breath to it. We're just going to continue to breathe, continue to scan your body for any remaining tension that you might not even realize you're holding on to. And if you find that tension, just picture that tension being like a closed fist. And with your breath, as you exhale, picture that fist opening, becoming an open hand. Wherever that tension may be, we're letting go of it. We're releasing it. The same goes for any thoughts that we might have that we want to release and let go of. As they come into our mind, we're observing them, we're not judging them, and we're letting them go with our breath. Exhaling them out. And the more we can do that in our meditation practice, the more it will serve us, and the more it will become habit, that we'll actually start to do that throughout the day. We'll start to observe our thoughts, but not judge them, and let go of any thoughts that we're holding on to that don't serve us. Continue to breathe. And that was the theme of tonight's meditation, was acceptance. To very loosely paraphrase Eckhart Tolle, who said that essentially acceptance is the key to changing our perspective. If we can accept things as if they were what we chose, you then just start to, once you accept it, you start to move on from that. Think of it as not something that happened to us, that's happening to us, but something that we accept. Now we just let go of any thoughts about it that aren't serving us and figure out, well, how can we improve? How can we move forward? How can we grow? How can we learn? How can we expand? Those ways of thinking will serve us much more if we can learn to accept what we're faced with, meet it, be aware of it, observe it, not judge it, and let go of any aspect of it that's not serving us. Continue to breathe in. Let's try to hold a little longer for these last few breaths. Know that you can come back to this space whenever you need to. You can always find your breath, even if it's only for a couple moments throughout the day. Just find your breath in through the nose, hold, out through the mouth with intention, hold. Even if we do this for just a couple moments when we need to throughout the day, whenever we find that we're feeling anxious, stressed, that we're going too fast, that we're losing clarity, losing focus, whenever we want to slow down and find clarity, we can come back to our breath. Whenever you need to, you can do that same body scan. Just picture the air coming in, breathe it into wherever there's tension, breathe out anything that's not serving us, any tension and any stress. This is great to do before bed, great to do before meals, great to do in the morning to start your day off. Whenever your practice serves you, that's when you can do it. And even if you don't do a full meditation, you can still do your breathing exercises during certain activities. Cooking, cleaning, you can find your breath. You can return to your breath. All right. When you're ready, you can open your eyes with a nice big smile. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Again, my name is Dr. Anthony Pascucci. It was a pleasure, and you can come back to your breath whenever you need it. All right. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye.